Good morning, I hope you're well. Today we're going to be looking at how to convert a sentence into an algebraic equation. So, as an example, I'm thinking of a number, I multiply it by 3, then add 4. I get an answer of 25. Well, let's think about what we said in lessons before Easter. So, if we don't know what a number is yet, let's call it x. If I've multiplied it by 3, or 3 lots of x, I would call it 3x. And then I add 4, so 3x add 4 would look like this. And if I get 25, so if like the answer is 25, we're going to write an equal sign, we're going to say 3x plus 4 equals 25. Now let's go ahead and solve this equation like what we've done in the last couple of lessons. So solve means find out what the original number is, so I just want x on its own. I can actually use this sentence to help me. I'm going to follow the sentence, but backwards using my inverse operations. So let's start at the end of the sentence. So instead of adding 4, I'm going to do the inverse operation. So let's get rid of this positive 4. Let's take away 4 from both sides. So 3x plus 4 take away 4, with a plus 4 and minus 4 nicely cancel each other out to make 0. So I'd just be left with that 3x. So 3x is equal to 25 take away 4, which is 21. 3 lots of something gives me 21. Using balancing, let's divide both sides by 3, and that tells me that x must be 7. Okay, next example. So if I'm thinking of a number, subtract 3 and then divide by 4, I get 25. First of all, let's form my equation. So if we don't know what a number is, let's call it x. Let's subtract 3, so I've got x minus 3. And then remember how to write a divide by 4 in algebra. So we don't use a division symbol in algebra. Think back to what we said in lessons. So if I'm dividing this expression by 4, it kind of looks like a fraction, doesn't it? So I draw the line to x minus 3 all over 4. That line means divide by 4. And if I get 25, this whole expression is now equal to 25, which now makes my equation. To solve an equation like this with a division sign, I'm going to use this sentence to help me, and I'm going to follow the sentence backwards and by using my inverse operation. So let's start at the end of the sentence. It's very important that we start at the end of the sentence. Well, let's ask ourselves, what's the opposite of dividing by 4? Well, the opposite of dividing by 4 is multiplying by 4. So to get rid of this divided by 4, we're going to multiply both sides by 4. So now that I've eliminated my divided by 4, the left-hand side of my equation is now x minus 3. Okay, think what the right-hand side of my equation will be. 25 times by 4 gives me positive 100. Okay, so something take away 3 gives me 100. What does that number have to be? Well, using my balancing method, following the sentence backwards, the opposite of subtracting 3 is adding 3. So let's add 3 to both sides, and that tells me that x equals 103. And that is my solution. Okay, so on Google Classroom, you will find a worksheet attached to my post. I want you to download this worksheet where you're going to find lots of number sentences. So they're like, oh, I think of a number problems. So for each sentence, what I would like you to do is write an equation and solve the equation. So exactly what I've done here in my 2 examples in this video, I would like you to do the exact same thing as me, please. We need to be able to do this with algebra because in the next few lessons we're going to be building up to problems like this, which are a lot trickier, which we won't be able to do in our head. So we're practicing the basics with algebra, so we'll be more confident with the more challenging algebra material. Alright, so please don't be tempted to just whiz through it in your head. I want you to use algebra to lay out your problems. So there's a reason why we're doing it in this way. So your number sentences look something like this. So if you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to get in contact with me on Google Classroom or by sending me a quick email, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Okay, thank you very much.